Hi, Leos. Readings are late. Sorry. But I thought I would do y'all as one of the first to go. I don't know if I've already said this enough times, but I love Leos. Woo! There's your reading. All right. I love Leos. Some of my closest friends are Leos. And we also have that lunar eclipse happening, that full moon in Leo happening on, I think, January 26th. So I kind of want to see what's going on. There's a lot of people in your reading so far. So what's been going on? What's been going on? Are we rethinking boundaries? Are we rethinking boundaries? Are we rethinking? Yeah. A lot of Leos that I know right now are not necessarily struggling, but are definitely going through some heavy transformative periods, especially with regard to how they view and do love, especially. And really looking back at, I guess you can say, the dysfunction or the dysfunctional aspects that they have allowed to sort of creep into their love life sector. Yeah. And that there's this feeling of like, fuck it. This feeling of like losing hope almost that I'm getting from a lot of Leo folks. I know a lot of Leos. I hang out with Leos. I fucks with Leos. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And what you deserve is stability. What you deserve is to feel safe. What you deserve is to feel heard and respected. Temperance. So we have the angels looking out for you. For those of you who don't know, I use the Ghetto Tarot. It's a photographic reinterpretation of the Rider-Waite deck, and it was made in Haiti, and it uses all Haitian actors, all Haitian artists, even all the props were made by Haitian artists. It's awesome. I love the deck. So let's get into the reading. So first card out was King of Cups. So this is representing the first card out being your general energy. The first card out representing what's coming up strongest for you. Either you're dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, right? Or somebody who is very watery in nature. There's a lot of emotional depth with this person, right? There is a lot of emotional depth with this person here. Or this is you all kind of reaching a point of having emotional mastery, right? Because the kings always represent mastery over their suit. So the King of Cups being the master of, the world of emotions, being the master of having control over his emotions and being able to be emotionally available and connected and yet still also show up in a way that is logical and can reason and can also utilize the mind in a way that's very balanced, right? Like there's a balancing act that's happening between, I feel like, the heart and the mind, right? There's a huge balancing act that's happening here. I also do feel there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people around you that are trying to really support you and help you. I'm having a hard time trying to piece out who is you. I feel like this is what you want, the Empress, growth, fertility. Maybe some of you are trying to get pregnant. But there is this desire. I feel that there is this desire to want to return to this place of feeling whole and complete within oneself, right? And we also have the Nine of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is like sort of where Leo wants to be. I feel like Leo has done a lot to sort of nurse these other people, right? Even though, and we even have the Six of Pentacles here. And I feel like you are this character here in the Six of Pentacles, right? But you switch. The role for you switches quite a bit. That you are either here giving and sort of piecing out your wealth and your sunshine and your riches and your warmth and all that you have to offer, right? You're either constantly piecing that out to people, or you're here and you're constantly like accepting people's breadcrumbs, right? Like it's almost as if the people, the status of the people in this card are very extreme or paradoxical, right? On the one hand, you have this person here who is of high status, and then you have these people here who are basically beggars, right? Of extreme low status. And I'm only saying that to describe the card, right? That there isn't really a middle ground, right? In this card. You're either on the giving end, or there's no middle ground, right? There's no middle ground in the extreme. You're either of this high status and giving and giving and giving, or you're finding yourself kind of accepting breadcrumbs. And so I feel that this is kind of where Leo wants to go, what Leo wants to feel within themselves, right? Even with this Queen of Pentacles here. But I feel there's a lot of people around here who, some have been giving and some have been taking quite a bit from you, right? And we can clarify who's who if we need to. But we have a water sign, we have an air sign, we have a woman here. We have somebody here, an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, right? Someone who is definitely, I feel, showing up prominently in the sense that they're trying to help you to figure out how to get these things, right? There's a lot of really beautiful cards here. But I feel like it's not so much what's happening externally as much as it is an internal journey towards, right? Like these two cards here. The Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, or the Four of Brooms. They're called brooms in this deck. But I feel like that there are a lot of you out there who are really trying to get back to piecing yourself together. Who are really trying to get back to feeling as though you can create and draw into yourself whatever it is that you are trying to do. There is a desire for financial independence. There is a desire to kind of grow your wealth and to know your worth when it comes to these relationships, to know your worth when it comes to entering into situations with people where you feel like you're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and then maybe not receiving much in return. But I see a lot of things balancing out, right? Even with this Four of Wands here represents balance, stability. But let's clarify this King of Cups. Who is this King of Cups? I want to get a better picture of because there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. And I feel like there is an earth sign. There is an earth sign, because this is also the Taurus card for me. The Empress is Taurus, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles right up above here, which I believe is also Taurus. If not, it's still an earth sign, right? A Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. There is earth energy around you, right? That has the capacity to really give you like almost this picture perfect kind of situation with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands showing up together. It's like a union that, is without any of the messiness, right? That is without any of the ups and downs that you might have been experiencing in the last year, right? That it's without any of the confusion. It's very clear cut. This person wants to be with you, and then they want to take it a step further and move in with you, or maybe marry you. Like it's a very sort of, I don't want to say cut and dry, but it's very dependable, And I know, speaking for myself as an air sign and as somebody that has a fire rising, sometimes there is an element of risk or excitement that we like as air and fire signs, right? That there is an element of I don't want to say of confusion. There's an element of risk. There is an element of surprise, right? Not knowing what's going to come next, right? That we enjoy being, you know, fire and air elements, right? Which is why, generally speaking, you know, people always say, oh, fire signs and air signs are compatible because there's a certain level of spontaneity, and there's a certain level of sort of flightiness that is present within those elements, and they both can kind of understand and are compatible, right? Whereas this earth energy really has the intention of sort of locking it down. This earth energy has the intention of really sort of giving you exactly what it is that you want with no questions asked, no fight, no confusion, no unanswered text messages, no weirdness, no missing puzzle pieces. And that can seem a little bit like, oh, okay. Well, I like a challenge. I'm a fire sign. I like a good challenge. So then there's this element of like, well, you know, what's more important for me now? Do I step into this situation, right? And it has the potential to actually be really balanced, right? But I still want to figure out who is this King of Cups? Who is this King of Cups? Can you clarify the King of Cups for me? Can you clarify the King of Cups for me? Okay, so it's a friend. I feel like definitely somebody amongst your friends. Or maybe that you are really feeling very emotionally connected and tied to friendships right now. That you are really emotionally investing in your friendships, and that's where you are trying to put your emotional energy, is more so into friendships. And not so much into, you know, you have this opportunity here, but I'm getting the feeling that there's some kind of hesitancy because I feel like this is more, like these are more important. These feel like more important dynamics to Leo right now. These feel like more important energies to focus on. Energies of independence. Energies of recognizing worth. Energies of building financial abundance. Energies of really feeling full and fertile and creative within your own self, right? That you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want without the need of a relationship, right? And that this is kind of this is kind of like in your peripheral vision a little bit. It's possible, right? Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Machetes. They're called machetes in this deck. Can you clarify the Queen of Swords for me, please? Clarify the Queen of Swords for Leo. The Sun. So yeah, I feel that this person, whoever this person is, this is like another friend, right? I feel like there's a huge focus on friendships, and that friends are really giving you the ability to shine, really giving you the ability to feel sort of young at heart again, and to have fun, and to be playful, and to have a good time. You're not really giving up much information about this, though. Like, it's like, yeah, I have this opportunity here, but now I'm kind of really, like, I love my friends, and I feel very independent, and I know my worth, and I can create and have whatever it is that I want, but I have this here. So there's a lot of abundance that's happening. And for some of you, this is definitely going to be an opportunity that you're going to take, right? This air sign makes you feel like yourself again, right? Makes you feel like the sun. Allows you to feel gives you a sense of feeling very important, but like, not in the sense of like, look at me, I'm important, but in a sense of like, wow, like I'm really valued, right, by these people. Like you're surrounded by people that really care about you. For those of you that aren't, I'm sorry. This is going to resonate with some Leos, not with everybody. But what advice do we have for Leos? Is there any further guidance or advice for Leos, messages for Leo for January 2018? Any further guidance that we have for Leo? What guidance do we have for Leo regarding this relationship dynamic here? That makes sense, but let's see what else comes up. Guidance for this relationship. Guidance for this relationship. Okay, 9 of Swords. So I do feel that while there is an opportunity, right, I feel like that there's also a lot of worry that's happening. This is the 9 of Swords, 9 of Machetes. I feel like there's a lot of worrying and rumination that you're doing over this situation, because I feel like it's almost as if like now that it's here, you're not quite sure, is this actually what I want? Like it's like almost as if like now the opportunity presents itself, right, for some kind of long-lasting, stable union, but it's with a person who I'm not quite sure can feed my need for spontaneity and who can feed my need for like, exuberance and vivaciousness. Like you might need something a little bit more lively, right? So what guidance do we have? What guidance do we have for Leo? And also the guidance here is to stop worrying about it. Like you're only creating, and that whatever worries that you do have, you're only going to manifest them, because right now there's a lot of energies around you. You're showing up for me as the Empress, right? Like as the Empress, the 9 of Pentacles, and even the Queen of Pentacles. Like I feel like you are a manifesting machine right now. So you have to be very careful about what it is that you manifest. Any more guidance? Wheel of Fortune and Strength. Here you are again. Showing up as yourself. Wheel of Fortune and Strength. Changes are coming in. We have that lunar eclipse coming in that's happening, the full moon happening in your first house. It's not going to be easy. Might be even painful. But it can also be really freeing, and it can bring new opportunities in for you regarding how you relate to yourself, and regarding how you express yourself, and regarding how you allow your energy to be wasted by other people. Like you're tired of this black and white dynamic. Like, why do I have to either be this person or this person? Why? You're going to need the strength to walk. If you want to turn this wheel, it's also going to require your own exertion of strength. It's not just going to be up to the universe, right? It's going to take you also showing up and exercising whatever power or will you have to make this change happen. Do we have an outcome for Leo? Outcome for Leo for January 2018. Outcome for Leo. That's a lot of cards. Outcome for Leo for January 2018. These cards are pretty big and sometimes hard to shuffle. Okay. Page of Brooms and 4 of Cups. So I feel that some kind of disappointment is going to be communicated. I feel like this is sort of you communicating. Maybe some of you decide not to really move forward with this situation down here with this earth sign. This earth energy, this very dependable, stable energy, that although has the ability to has had the ability to kind of nurse you back emotionally, right? And kind of feed you friendship. It doesn't take you to the depths that it doesn't take you to the emotional depths that you need. Like, you are left sort of wanting. You are left sort of unsatisfied. The Four of Cups is like the card of dissatisfaction with what has been placed in front of you, regardless of how good regardless of how good it may look, right? So I feel like there is definitely some communication over disappointment, over not really wanting to move forward or not feeling content with what's in front of you. Or maybe this person comes in and communicates with you that they're sensing this energy from you. But this Four of Cups energy you have to be careful of, because it can be kind of ungrateful, right? Because when we get here, then we kind of begin to do this thing where we yell at the universe, like, why didn't you take my order properly? I asked for this and you gave me this. And the universe is just like, well, you have to show up and actually, exert some kind of effort at the same time, right? But I do feel that there is communication coming in that might be disappointing. Potentially someone from the past coming back in. This page could be somebody coming back in. And then, like, even just hearing from this person kind of sets you into this mode of like, well, now I certainly don't want what's in front of me. Now I'm back stuck on what this person, right? Now it's like we're going backwards into the past. And the Wheel of Fortune is, the Wheel of Fortune here asks that we move forward. It asks that we continue to move through the cycles of our life. And it's going to take some strength for you to do that. It's going to take some strength for you to move forward from what I'm seeing. And yeah, this could definitely be somebody from the past, right? This page could be a character from the past. Communication from someone from the past coming in, and then it kind of sets you into this sense of dissatisfaction or this sense of remembering grief, right, with this person. But it's all mental. None of it's real. None of it's real. But nonetheless, you have good people around you. You have good people around you. You have people that really see the light within you and want you to shine, want you to get back to being who you are, back to being yourself. All right, Leo. That is your reading for January 2018. Again, sorry it's late, and I hope you all enjoy that full moon that's going to be occurring with the lunar eclipse. And I love you guys always. I love Leo so much, and I will see you all in February. All right.